Ero curioso di sapere una cosa. Oltre Vampyr, adesso tolgo la telecamera. Comunque buon pomeriggio a tutti, buon pomeriggio a Johnny. Vi ricordo sempre di lasciare un follow e di condividere. Grazie. Andiamo alla cam. Ti volevo chiedere una cosa. Altri giochi che ti piacciono oltre Vampyr? Curiosità mia, eh?
I'm not one to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Rocket League. Anche la gang mi dice spesso: dai, vieni a farti una partita a Rocket, vieni a farti una partita a Rocket. Prima o poi lo scarico il Rocket e la faccio una partita. Devo provare il brivido. Tutti mi dicono che è bello. Qui non c'è niente.
Sorry, there's nothing here.
some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
La porta sul retro è
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Andiamo a sto obitorio. Allora, adesso io ti faccio una domanda. Anche per renderti partecipe, no? È conveniente andare nell'obitorio subito o parlare con le persone che restano ancora, diciamo, qua in giro, con cui si può parlare? Ok, parlo un po' con tutti. Vediamo un po'. Cos'è? Minchia, una sega per tagliare le ossa. Balordo. Documenti. Poi me li leggerò io per in tranquillità. Dell'alcol. Piccola bottiglia, sembrava vuota. Quindi sei sconosciuto. Qua c'è un medico. Tanta gente là fuori. Qua non posso entrare. Non ora? Voglio parlare ora. Antipatico.
It's locked.
È chiuso, eh? Ma come hai guadagnato exp? Se non sbaglio ne avevi meno di 500. Boh. La tua è una bella domanda. Non lo so. Forse parlando con la tipa prima. Ah, ti sta antipatico. Lo ucciderò allora. Scusa.
Yes, Doctor?
Yes, doctor? Allora.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Ok.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Io ho il mio accento inglese.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me,
Sembra un po'
mortal.
pazza.
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Avevo detto che c'è qualcosa di strano. Eia, ogni volta che faccio domande
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
Oh, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Ok, sta mentendo. Sta mentendo e non è una vampira. La uccidiamo.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Sì, sì.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white.
Affascinante.
Men and women who hunt me.
Ma come?
For I am a vampire.
I see.
Ma
Don't
comunque.
worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Ma? Indagini locali. Nuova indagine cittadini disponibili. Premi per aprire il menu indagini locali. Sono MacGyver. Obiettivo sbagliato. What? C'è qualcuno che la spia. Scopri chi sta spiando. Thelma. Ma che è? Thelma e Louise, il film. Affetta di disturbo delirante, ospitale. Ma non avevamo capito che era un po' delirante la tipa. È il nome della missione. Ah, ok. Infatti non capivo, ho detto, ma non ho fatto niente, ho sbagliato di già. Non sono dei problemi, che è una cosa che faccio di solito, però mi sembrava un po' troppo presto, va. Mentali evidenti. La donna afferma di essere spiata da persone che vogliono darle la caccia. Perché è un vampiro, quindi è un succhia sangue. Sta parlando della guardia di Priven. Non posso rischiare che questi cacciatori indaghino nei dintorni dell'ospedale, forse dovrei seguirli di nascosto. Proteggere Thelma da questi cacciatori. Nel nome della missione, le missioni sono utili per soldi, experience e oggetti, e anche per scoprire più indizi. Quindi ci porta sempre tutto agli indizi.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right?
No, porca vacca.
only a cover.
Non avevo.
To hide.
Dietro. Dietro. Domande personali. Non posso fare. Proviamo a fare di nuovo la domanda.
Miss Hawk?
Is that not
I'm curious.
Vediamo se sblocca qualcosa. No, non sblocca niente.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Signorina. Do not go in public. Tossire, starnutire o sputare. Spupù. Diffondere l'influenza. La diffusione avviene per contatto con le gocce degli starnuti o quelle emesse con colpi di tosse. Non tossite in pubblico. Ma che è il Covid? Ma perché? La maggior parte delle influenze, eccetera, si diffondono proprio così. Questa è quella che avevamo appena parlato, giusto? Sì.
But the suffering continues.
Ma ce n'è
Good
un'altra.
evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off.
La testa.
But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Ah, volevo continuare a chiacchierare, ma come vuoi. La sua vita a Londra. Domande personali. Vediamo un po' la sua vita a Londra. Ma già. Ah, indizi richiesti. Indizio richiesto. È bloccato.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask
Ah,
you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Che questa malattia esiste davvero, mi sa. L'avevo vista anche in un documentario, però non mi ricordo come si chiama. Questo lo puoi uccidere anche ora se vuoi. È la Madonna, zi. Fammelo pregustare almeno, no? È come un piatto di spaghetti. No, una bistecca, insomma, qualcosa che ti piace. Domande personali.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself.
Però sono curioso di fargli le
I just
domande.
wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Antipatico questo, eh?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
Non è necessario ucciderlo ora. Oh, ucciderlo proprio. Va bene. Questa è l'infermiera, vediamo un attimo.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Domande personali. La sua vita a Londra. Indaghiamo. Allora, com'è la situazione qui?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Influenza spagnola.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Perché mi ricorda qualcosa sto gioco Shadowverse? Me lo scrivo perché mi è incuriosito. È come se ce l'ho proprio nei giochi. Non so se è Epic Games o Steam. Shadow. È W. È un gioco di carte. Boh, poi lo vediamo. Mi ricorda qualcosa comunque. Come se me l'abbiano regalato, una cosa del genere. O è gratis, ma non mi ricordo. Da quanto tempo fa l'infermiera?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ah.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Non è un tipo loquace, quindi non parla. Lo prenderemo a sberle allora.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Questo è vivo?
Disgust
Insomma.
every street corner. The daily
Allora, la mappa. Ecco qua la testa. Vediamo un po'.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Adesso devo capire se è dentro o fuori. Dovrebbe essere fuori.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are
Allora è dentro? Cioè non capisco.
they hiding? I should investigate.
Dannata testa. Ma che è una TV? Ah, non la faccio ora? Ok. Mi stavo già lanciando nella missione a capofitto.
It's locked, all right. It's
Chi ha la
locked.
chiave?
It's locked, all right.
Tutto chiuso qua. Dottore.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you
Indiano.
mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No,
Licenza.
sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Facciamo affari. LOL.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Balordo.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's
Okay.
the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Sbloccato un'altra cosa. Allora. Lavoro da solo
Do you
qui.
work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Ok. Perché non chiuso il Peter? Perché deve guardare questi cadaveri?
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Ok. Ci siamo già
Have we met
incontrati?
before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Guarda che questo è uno di quelli che ci ha ciullato l'orologio. T'ammazzo subito. La sua vita, domande personali.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Ok.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think
Teoricamente, però.
so. Don't mistake me. I love life and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Onesto. Quindi è pronto a morire. La buona volontà non durerà.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidani.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Boh.
Do you really
Sto
believe
qua puzza
goodwill
comunque come
cannot
personaggio.
last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Questo mi puzza comunque. Sembra una tipica iena, no? Siccome è in mezzo ai cadaveri e può sapere chi sono, una volta morti secondo me va a casa loro a rubare le cose e poi le rivende. Altro che facciamo affari.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's
Vediamo.
just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Ah, questo è compra, questo è vendi. Codeina? E che cazzo là? Il partito analgesico è un farmaco anti-tosse spesso usato per alleviare il dolore e calmare la tosse. Allora, si sono ripetuti questo giro, però. Oppio. Con lo scopo